When you encounter a dynamics question like this, list down all your information. Two balls traveling in a vacuum. What does a vacuum mean? No external forces, no friction, no air resistance. Don't need to worry about that. With initial velocity, 2v and v collide head on. Bam. The thing you need to remember is velocities are vectors, so if you say to the right is positive, to the left will be negative. So keep that in mind. After the collision, the ball of mass m rebounds to the left with velocity v. Okay, so rebound to the left, velocity v. What is the loss of kinetic energy? We are asking for loss, so this is the change in kinetic energy that we're trying to find. Now with that in mind, to find kinetic energy, you need to know the velocity of every single ball before and after. So what we already have here is the before part. Before collision, this is how they look like. What's the kinetic energy here? You can calculate it. Your kinetic energy before will be half m, which is the first one, times v square. So this is 2v square plus the other ball, which will be half 2m times, the negative sign need to put can lah, but energy, they don't care which direction you're going. As long as you're moving, you have energy, so you can ignore the negative. If you want to put it in, sure, it'll be squared away anyway. So this is the kinetic energy before collision. How much is that value? Grab a calculator. Just press some value, so that'll be 2 plus 3 mv squared. Okay. That's before. What happens after? Do we have enough information? Let's sketch the diagram and look. So before collision, after collision. We know that the smaller ball m rebounds to the left with a velocity v. Now this is to the left, so you need to add a negative sign, because I define in this question anything to the right positive, anything to the left as negative. You can switch it, up to you, but usually right hand is positive. Okay, what happens to the big ball though? How do we know where it's going? Maybe here, but what's the velocity? We don't know, but we can find it though using momentum. So what is the momentum before collision and after collision? The total momentum has to be conserved because you are in a enclosed system with no external forces acting on them. You're in a vacuum. So the total momentum before, you need to calculate that. So momentum, by the way, is mass times velocity. So the total momentum before collision will be mass times velocity plus mass times negative velocity. What is this value? 2mv minus 2mv is 0. So the total momentum before the collision is 0, which means the total momentum after collision must also be 0. By the way, this sign is called total. It's sigma, stand for total. It's a shortcut to write it. So initial momentum equals to total final momentum. So total momentum of after this thing is 0 equals to m times negative v plus 2m times, I don't know what velocity it is. I'm just going to put vf for v final. You can choose whatever alphabet you want. It's going to the right, so it's going to be positive. I assume it's going to the right. If not, you'll get a negative sign. So what you have here now is just negative mv plus 2m vf. Or you could simplify it to get mv equals to 2mvf, which tells me that vf will be half v. Or divide both sides by m, all you have is v over 2 or half v. So I know now that this big ball will be moving to the right at half v, positive half v. So now I know the velocity of every single particle before and after. 2v, v, negative v, and half v. So I can calculate the kinetic energy also now. So my kinetic energy after the collision, total kinetic energy after the collision, will be, let's write it out here. Half m, again, negative v, I don't care, it's negative, but kinetic energy is a scalar, so we don't care much about where you're moving. As long as you're moving, what speed do you have? Plus half, mass is 2m. This is half v squared. Alright, what do we get for our kinetic energy after? That will be half plus half times 2 times 1 over 4 mv squared. 3 over 4 mv squared. Now don't choose the answer 3 over 4 because that's not what they want. They want the change or the loss in kinetic energy. If you notice, this is initial kinetic energy. It's quite big, 3 mv. And this is the final kinetic energy, which is quite small. So because of the collision, you have lost some energy. It's probably inelastic collision of some sort. So you want to find the loss or change in kinetic energy. Which one has more? The initial, right? So you do initial minus final. Total initial minus total final. You could switch final minus initial. Just make sure you just have a negative value, which is just take the modulus of it. But anyway, initial is more, so you have lost some energy. So let's just write it out. 3 mv squared minus 3 over 4 mv squared. You can do this whole step in one line, but I split it up so we can see each one clearly. So 3 minus 3 over 4 will give you 9 over 4 mv squared. Wow. That is the total loss or change in kinetic energy. And that's how you can find it. 2 steps, okay? Just a quick recap. First step, use conservation of momentum to find the ball's final velocity. And then you use that to calculate kinetic energy and then change in kinetic energy. Quite an interesting question. A lot of people found this one tricky, so hope this was helpful. If you got any doubts, just comment below. See you in the next question video.